Hey guys, Tyro here, bring you a 1v1 today. We are on Emily Fields. Plane today spawning in the south. We have a number name here. 7890315 as OKW, who has Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Elite Armored and Grand Offensive. From the north, you have O. Playing as Soviets, who has Guard Rifle Combined Arms, Conscript Support and Guard Soviet Combined Arms Army. In terms of rankings, O around rank 80, numbers is around rank 50 at the moment. I guess this is like some kind of Smurf account. They've got like a decent number of games, so not like a brand new Smurf, but they've hit high ranks in a low amount of games than what you'd expect. So I'm not entirely sure who this is. Not super high ranks as well, you know, around rank 50. With a few different factions. So a few wee skirmishes, numbers getting off to a bit of a rough start here. Triple conscripts overwhelming. The squad trying to get a different angle cooking. Two Empires wrapping around. Conscripts getting quite close here. Everything's focusing down the stern posts, who don't quite get into heavy cover, so they got blasted for a pretty nasty volley. 4 Fox coming in for numbers. Stern Pies never made it into cover, so they did drop pretty fast, and there go the Fox Grenadiers on that side. So a little bit sloppy. If they had got into cover, would have been able to force that conscript away pretty easy, and maybe had enough firepower to just like hold this position as well. Maybe waited for the next squad to arrive to support, but instead getting forced away. So a bit of a rough start there for the OKW player. Got my window open today, it's pretty hot, so there might be a bit of traffic noise just as an aside. Decent move there, merging into the conscripts. Was into the lower vet of the two. It doesn't make a big difference, vet 1. If you have like a, like a vet 2 squad versus a vet 0, that's a big difference in terms of combat performance. Definitely worthwhile. Okay, well. Healing up. Reinforcing up. 4 conscript start for O. Does have 1 PPSH, the conscript support tactics commander. Did used to enjoy this commander quite a lot, but I do not like that 152mm artillery. Used to have the incendiary artillery, which I think is a lot better. So, you know, I'm a big PPSH fan, but this commander has dropped off for me. Probably never going to play it again. Since we've got COH2 on the horizon. Don't think I need to play this in the next year, so there we go. Never going to play it again. Okay, numbers getting down here. Looking for some cut-off play. Needs to jump into cover here. Here comes the flamethrower though, for numbers. Imagine if Flamer backing off a touch. Got some bad mouse work there for me. Got some reinforcements arriving though. Big flame damage onto that squad. They jump out of the heavy cover. Stern Empire's not getting too involved here. Could close the distance a touch more. So far the Stern Empire handling for numbers not the best. Incendiary grenade out, but doesn't really do too much. I think the OKW player has the advantage here, but has to retreat through the flames. It's not enough. But it's starting to drop very low. Could even be in a position where you want to back up. Just drop some med crates and heal. The squad here slowly losing. Was, you know, coming in 4 models about a third health already gone versus close to a full health conscript, so I was expected to lose this one, but another squad coming in from the side. If it can come round and completely flank, that would be ideal. Looks like it's just going to retreat anyway. Got the tier 2 up, and now tier 3 in construction for O. And we've got the mechanized pumping out a Lux. A long time since I've cast a Lux game, it feels like. I think a large part of the problem with the Lux these days is the guards are so good against it. Their decreased delay before they start firing. Just that little bit of extra effectiveness and, you know, attack grounding into smoke. Feels to me like the Lux hasn't been strong enough since then. Let's see what he can get done with it though. Still has a reasonable amount of resources, so maybe could get a Lux into Puma in a reasonable time. And we do have the T70 in production for O as well. Tripwire went down there. You could see from the posture of the squad they planted a tripwire there. I wonder if numbers noticed that. That's why queuing up, you know, like a move command after you plant your tripwire or mine is a good habit to get into if you've got the APM to spare. So there we go. Looks forcing away one unit. 3 kills, not a bad start. And oh boy, gonna go for a Raketin, okay. A mine coming up for O on the sandbags. Pushing down onto the fuel point as well. And there we go, there's the T70. Cancel on the Raketin for numbers. Looks like he is going to go for a Puma. He's 1 fuel short. And there he goes now. Can start it up.
Conscripts can now attack tanks with AT grenades. Conscripts can now throw
Switching back across to the other side with the Lux. Guard rifle combined arms is the option. Ura does have anti-tank grenades, so be very careful with your Lux. Don't want to take the 18-8. It's on the center getting low. Does have some mech-creeps waiting back at base though. I don't think I'll be hanging around with the squad on 5 models, quarter health. It's going to drop like flies from that threshold. So, is it Vet 4 when they get healing? No, it's Vet 5. Combat healing. Can't rely on that yet. There goes that mine. Drops 3 models, maybe even 4. There's the Puma though. T70 in awkward position. Ura forwards. Going into recon mode. I think I would have dived in there with my Puma. You know, he's got enough support with the Volkswagens with the Lux there. Even if he did take an anti-tank grenade on the Puma, he would have been able to extract himself pretty cleanly. And, you know, maybe O could have had assist. He didn't, but he could have. And maybe you lose the Puma in the end, but then you've still got your Lux. And they have to consider rebuilding the T70. So I still think that's a fair trade for you as the OKW player going for mechanized. Oh boy, that was a very close call, and that squad, as expected, did almost nothing. And then cost him over 100 manpower and reinforcements. So if you got healing waiting back at base, just cut your losses, man. What would you rather have, like 15 munitions from 1 mech crate, or 110-ish manpower? You see people do 200 muni strikes, knock out like 240 manpower. Oh, Oh, there go the guards. Another thing that makes maybe the Puma less effective now as well. Attack round into the smoke that it can fire off. So you can't as easily dodge away anymore. And numbers really starting to struggle at the moment. T70 back up and ready to rumble again. Does only have the one combat engineer at the moment. Oh, so appears on that quite slow. Nice area retreat over there as well. Good number of STGs up for numbers though, you know, often with mechanized can be a bit of a bind in terms of munis. I struggle to upgrade a few of these, but he's managed to upgrade every single one. Another thing if you're playing mechanized is you need to get in the habit of when your Sternpies have retreated, just planting down another set of med crates even if you don't need them immediately. Here comes the Puma. Some cheeky attack round work there. Guard's getting very low. Looks like he has merged into them with the conscripts. Puma coming forwards. Doesn't have sight of them on the looks, just tearing into the guards. And that was overall a very good engagement for numbers. Good push forwards there. Those guards drop like flies. Really good run of RNG for numbers from the looks. Now able to push back onto the map. Got a machine gun coming up. Setting up sandbags on the far side. Next tech truck out for numbers. The question is battle group or Schwerpanzer headquarters. Even if he goes to Schwerpanzer headquarters, I mean he can plant it down, but he can't go for the upgrade on it yet. It's not like it can guard his cutoff or anything like that. Got the Zis out now as well for numbers. Good option against the double lights and a good option against the machine gun as well. With the Zis barrage. Oh boy. Big damage. Did set up the button close to max range though, so the Puma didn't even have to pop smoke, just backed out of there. Just a max range Zis barrage, pretty bad connection on the first shell, and the second shell also a big whiff. So it's good news for numbers, doesn't have to just completely retreat that machine gun. Just about really off cooldown again. We're doing some work here, the looks also quite low. Molotov out, destroys his own sandbags. I'm just gonna cut and run here. Okay, gonna set up the Schwer. It's gonna be facing slightly bad direction. Ideally you kind of angle it towards the enemy so that the flak gun doesn't have to rotate. Merging into the guards again there. Puma coming across, guards are in the center, so is the Zis. Button again. Tripwire going off, Puma coming in from the side. Missing its first shot. And it's just getting chased away by the squad, so we're going to disengage. Charging onto the cutoff though. Seems like O is a slightly better position. It's always the thing here, if you go for these mechanized builds and you don't get a big advantage early, it can be a bit of a rough transition over the next 5 or so minutes. You have to keep paying for med crates. It can cause you to fall behind. So far from numbers, plenty of munitions in reserve, so not a huge issue for him. He's even going to have enough for the Ober's LMG once they hit the field, so not a massive problem. 17 kills for the looks as well. Did pretty well. Pushing out to the left-hand side now. A lot of sandbags up for O. Puma's back there, connecting once and twice. A lot of repairs now on that. Puma diving in though. Oh, this is risky stuff. Misses his shot. Gonna take an anti-tank grenade here. Oh, he's not paying attention. Puma just diving right on by. There goes the T-70. Conscripts Uraing in now. The guards in hot pursuit. Conscripts going to come in to try and intercept. We've got 2 squads of them here. Double squads on top of the Zis. That's in some trouble. Puma's also in some trouble though. 8 tank grenades. Even some small arms onto the rear armor could finish the job here.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Maybe going to lob another anti-tank grenade just to make it a bit faster. Overall, that could have gone a lot worse for numbers there. Oh, very slow activating an anti-tank grenade on the Puma as it charged through the center. So got a bit of breathing room because of that. Puma almost escaping, really.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Made out. Slightly into the retreat path as well. Cheeky stuff. Good dodge though from numbers. Backing all the way back here with the looks.
Enemy forces are attempting to
Yeah, this
capture our
Sturmpo has been working overtime. Constantly doing repairs. Hasn't really had much time to plant down mines. Looks like numbers going to go straight for the KV-1 here though. There's a little bit more fuel for that. So it has given numbers a little bit more breathing room. A little bit more time to turn things around. Maybe even set up double fuel control. If there was a T-34 on the field already, you know, the looks will be getting shut down pretty hard here. Well, it's going to take a big anti-tank grenade again. Sturmpos are nearby. Don't think there's this is, but it's coming across now. So it looks having to back away. Guards working their magic. There we go, the flak gun shutting down that squad. Sturmpo is going to start up the repairs. Is this actually charging forwards here? Could be slightly exposed to the Sturmpos. They do have both the Shrek and the Sweeper. Couple squads coming out again. G advancing a bit further through the centre. And here comes the Raketin now for numbers. Maybe a little bit overdue, honestly. I think basically once the miss from this, once the Puma had died, I think he just needed to build the Raketin right then and there. Because, you know, if numbers had gone for that T-34, would have been hitting the field a few minutes earlier than this. Without the Puma to act as some extra defense. Easily the T-34 could have dived on and killed that Panzer II, maybe even when it took an anti-tank grenade over here. So definitely mistiming that. Aggressive here though. Chasing down the Zis. KV-1's about to pop out. It's a pretty good time to disengage for numbers as well. That's getting suppressed. And pinned even. There's the KV-1 though. Oh boy, he's got 2 Raketins now even. Okay. I didn't miss one earlier, right? Both just got purchased. Maybe I was going on a rant. I wasn't paying attention. There we go, 1 Raketin shot connecting there. That's connecting. KV-1 rolling on through, got a squad coming in from the side, but they get suppressed by the machine gun. So KV-1's going to try hide behind this building in the meantime. Second Raketin coming up. TG folks look like they're going to lose this. Raketin losing sight. KV-1 hiding quite nicely here. And here comes a wave of Soviet troops Volksgrenadiers get forgotten about by numbers. They end up going down, but maybe the conscripts could also fall to the looks. Oh, that's a pretty big mistake if he just reversed there. Easy chase down and kill, but I guess he didn't realize the direction that looks was facing, so no chase down. And that conscript squad gets away. So numbers maybe starting to feel the pressure now. Making a few little errors. And yeah, I feel like he could have done a lot more damage to that KV. Oh, big sneeze as well. PS coming up now for... Oh, got a second squad of combat engineers. A lot very sensible. Once again though, I think he's activating button just too close to the edge of range. It's barely slowing down the vehicles before they are able to back out of range on it. Kind of a waste of munitions, especially when you could be putting that munitions into sweepers on your combat engineers. The KV-1 doesn't receive damage bonus. Does take quite a long time to repair up. Looks like numbers maybe going to go for the Panther first. Oh no, it's going to be the Tiger. Okay, locks into grand offensive. Pretty close to the fuel for that now. And the Tiger does do pretty well against the KV-1. So it could work out pretty nicely. Oh, still quite far away from another tank. We can see numbers, keeps losing control of this fuel. Taking quite a while to save up for this Tiger. Double kittens lining up. Bounce. Only one fires. There they go. Quite a good chunk of damage. This barrage, but doesn't have anything in support, so has to get out of there. And oh boy, Katyusha next from O. Alright, well, better hope that he also builds a second Zis there. Because otherwise it's a pretty big mistake. I mean, you see your opponent not build anything. You have to expect they're going to be pushing out a tank any second now. Even if you think you've got a big advantage, you have to expect there to have at least enough for a Panzer IV. More likely a Panther. In this case, it's going to be the Tiger. So this could be trouble. See what the Katyusha can do though. If it can get a wipe on the Raketans, that would be huge. Coming in from the side. Tiger from the other side. This under a lot of pressure here. Conscripts come forwards. No Ura. Just hanging on by a thread. It looks like it's going to get out of there. KV-1 coming in to run some interference, but it's actually very low itself. Conscripts Ura across for the merge. And the Tiger getting some pretty big hits here. A lot of health damage done by it. Getting after a pretty strong start. We do have the second Zis out from O, so good choice to try counter that. Does have the build time bulletin for that as well, so it did come out very, very quickly. That second Zis. Okay, we've got the double Raketans. Big damage from the double anti-tank guns though. They get the anti-tank grenade off. Tiger at a nice safe distance. Here comes the Katyusha barrage into the center though. Double Raketans in some big trouble. One gets decrewed. Treaties dodge back slightly. Gonna be able to jump on that cleanly and get out of there. So it's a bit of good fortune. Maybe I need to push up a bit more aggressively with that conscript to try and prevent the regather. But managed to, so good news for numbers. Tiger limping home here. Does have the mechanized upgrade. Oh boy, that is very low. That just get blasted by the double ZIS. One coming over here, but there's a mine down. It's going to slow it down a lot. Going to completely disengage after that. Still a lot of VP bleed applied to numbers. Kept running, and he's draining out very fast. Guards behind the sandbags kind of winning against the machine gun. Not for too much longer though. Tiger coming across, looking to turn up the bleed. Missing a shot though. Just try to stay stationary for those shots. He's chasing quite far, looking for the wipe. Is exposing his rear to the double ZIS. That's coming across, but without any support. Chusha over to the Obers. Oh no, retreat on the Obers. Down they go. Tiger hiding around. No support at all from numbers either. So this is very risky from O. But at the same time also very risky from numbers. If there's just one squad that was running up here in support of the Tiger, which they probably should have if you're diving in that deep. Could have easily decrewed one, if not both of those AT guns. So that was risky. The guards did end up surviving as well, so no reward for numbers. And yeah, slow on the dodge. Catch you later to the Obers. So, 38 kills, performing pretty well. Wow, looked like that was almost going to hit the KV-1 there. Detected the mine. Numbers a little bit low on infantry now after losing the Obers and a Volksgrenadier. Could have been worth going for like an attack round with one of the Raketens on that mine. To trigger it. Raketen's not the best attack rounding mines though. Okay, a wave of troops coming out. We've got some smoke coming in from numbers. Was this right on the borderline of it? Guards pop the button. Tiger shrugging off the hits so far. Looks though might not be so lucky. Backing away now though. A lot of repairs again for numbers. And gifting a lot of vet to these anti-tank guns. One of them up to vet 3. We triggered a mine with that caddy barrage. Tiger just constantly needing repairs though. A lot of resources for O. Is it going to be an SU-85 or maybe a second KV-1? Which are they 14? Oh, they're 16. Okay. Well, can't go for another KV-1. Could go for another T-34 though. Okay, double AT guns lining up. Tiger hoping for the wipe here. And gets it. That's the first unit apart from the T-70 that O has lost. So it's pretty impressive. Nice track record of preservation.
Supply sector.
It's doing some pretty good damage as it backs up, but Conscript's going to get the anti-tank grenade off on it here. It's going to be a second KV-1 for O after losing those combat engineers. Means it's not going to be doing too well in terms of repairs. Could really struggle to repair the double KV-1s. Now that I've got that received damage bonus removed, these repairs do take quite a long time. Tiger advancing here. Dodge on that grenade from the guards. Mass retreat though. I think I'll be lobbing some grenades on those, some incendiary grenades on those AT guns. He had a lot more life left in those two squads to do more damage. Those shots missing. Would have been very close to killing the looks as well. Merging into the guards again. Looking into firing positions by the Tiger coming forwards. Landing a monster shot. Got the second KV-1 out now. Do think that O is going to struggle on the repairs. Numbers though is behind on the VPs. Setting up. It's a hull down style mode. Caddy into the center. Conscripts coming in from the side. Lucky break for that Rakit and getting away there. Another anti-tank grenade. So many. How many would you think it would be? Probably like 10 that the looks itself has taken, maybe even more. Here comes the second KV-1 though. Looks could be in some trouble. Tiger quite far away. KV-1 not going ham though. Just gonna settle for the machine gun kill. Got a Panzer IV out from numbers. I'll probably be thinking about a Panther myself to help deal with the KV-1. KV-1's more cool. Least likely to die to the double AT guns as well. Just getting aggressive, but takes another anti-tank grenade. Gonna try back away here. Smoke maybe saving the day. Building's not blocking the shot though, so the looks ends up going down. Tiger coming forward, so is the Panzer IV. Very aggressive stuff here from numbers. There's a Rakitten coming in from the side. Double AT guns still alive. That's the asset that Soviets have, those 6-man weapon teams. So much more durable, so hard to kill with those aggressive plays that numbers was attempting there. So he's going to go for the Panzer Commander upgrade on this one, so going to be able to drop in that artillery. Got a good amount of manpower again, could maybe consider rebuilding the Obers. Wow, very strong dodge this time by numbers. Didn't take any damage at all there. Guards briefly popping the button. Henceforth, without the extra machine gun, definitely less reliable at bleeding the infantry. Especially if he's out of hull machine gun range as well. Oh, there we go. A lot of damage onto the KV-1. The Tiger is relatively healthy as well. I think I'll be dropping some smoke around here. I was expecting there to be anti-tank gun around here if I was trying to as numbers. Since he has so much munitions, might as well be quite aggressive with that. Conscripts trying to get the anti-tank grenade off. Not quite in range though. They're hoorah wearing off. Opportunities go down over here to the KV-1. Looks like they're pretty clumped up and just got blasted. So Just a slow death here for numbers. Just unable to get wipes and just losing squad by squad. And for a second squad of overs now. At least he's not draining on the VPs yet. Capping on the far side here. Still harassing munis. Not super useful to him since he's got so many in reserve, but denying the IL-2 Sturmovix, that's definitely helpful. Okay, everyone set up into its held down mode. Oh boy, close range Katyusha over here. Volksgrenadiers, catch you later. Another wipe. Bit of attack ground there work, but no damage. And the repairs on these tanks just taking so long for numbers every time. Even with that mechanized truck with the repair upgrade. There's a lot of veterancy to try and close on those guards. Gotta duck those Katyusha barrages in the meantime. It's definitely a horrible feeling as any faction really. Especially playing against Soviets, you know, you just have so much trouble wiping their 6 or 7 man units. You're slowly getting bled out yourself. I think we need to see some smarter Tiger usage though from numbers. I think he's a little bit too willing to trade with it. A bit too willing to sit in front of the double anti-tank guns with it. Out to the far side, looking to open up the VP capture. Pushing the sandbags. And a couple of conscript models as well. Pretty good connection. Tiger doing some work in the center. Come the overs. Here comes the Katyusha though as well. Targeting, okay, the Raketin. Wiped. Very good Katyusha barrages so far from... Oh, definitely has been fortunate in the Katyusha scatter, I'd say. I only really remember one of them being bad. Okay, here we go. Big push from numbers. Dropping the artillery down. But the KV-1s just have so much health. Oh, good smoke out on the second Zis. Where's the second Raketin? Oh, he didn't bring it off camouflage mode. I imagine he's like moved it forwards, but he forgot to take it off camo, so it's not coming up in support. Tiger doing a lot of damage, but didn't kill the decrewed weapon. Didn't really get much done there at all. Didn't manage to recover his own anti-tank gun either. Definitely a promising start there from numbers, you know, diving in, saw an opportunity, but bad follow-up.
Points remaining. You appear suited for command.
Oh no. Oh, stolen away that Raketin as well. Numbers really needed that. Really need the second Raketin.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
No munitions for resist barrage even. Could be a time for maybe a munitions cache for O. He's got so many resources in reserve at the moment. Nobody's doing their best here. Oh boy. Just forwards. Pretty well spread out though. Didn't take a huge amount of damage from that grenade. Still nearly went down though.
We have taken
100 out of 100, can't even reinforce this stuff. Tiger just about back up to full. Panzer IV looks like it's going to come in for another aggressive flanking maneuver. Probably needs to get this machine gun involved at some stage. It's kind of just been camped in that building. It's all weapons available. Otherwise he's going to drain out on the VPs before coming down the far side. Double anti-tank guns are a little bit low here. Mine getting triggered by a bit of AoE damage. Tiger coming in from the side. One shot connecting on the Panzer IV. Conscript's going for the 18 nade, but nothing happening there. Tiger's still too healthy. Caddy into the center. Maybe slow on the dodge. No dodge. There it goes. Very, very late. Third set of rockets came through. Really can't allow yourself to be that slow dodging your opponent's rocket artillery. I understand, like, one volley of rockets connecting, that can be pretty much unavoidable, but 3? Those glacial reaction times. Everyone getting kind of aggressive now. As if we're doing its best. Double anti-tank guns backpedaling actually for... Oh, looks like he's coming out to the far side with the Tiger, looking to clear off this VP. 36 remaining. Okay, he's gone for another Panzer IV. Still not enough to get the engine crit. Everyone going forwards. Pretty much just up to the Tiger at the moment. Needs to work a few miracles with that. Now these KV-1s have started to vet up. Really quite formidable for this Vet 0 Panzer IV. Attack round work here. Tiger gonna bust through the tree line. KV-1 sitting down into hold down mode. No reinforcements arriving. And down it goes. Was that a misclick? Tiger coming forwards for the Katyusha next. Katyusha interrupts its barrage about halfway through. Looks like it'll get away just fine. Conscript squad went down there? Okay, numbers getting something cooking here. Dropping the artillery on a couple of the anti-tank guns coming in from the side. Tiger on the rear. Smoke out as well as the artillery. 2 of the AT guns go down. KV-1, 2 shots. Tiger, maybe also 2 shots. There's 4 missing though. Blitz already been used. Obers looking to take care of the final anti-tank gun. Tiger, oh, a little bit stranded. Where's this Panzer IV going? Everyone going hunting for the Tiger, but he maybe doesn't even realize that it's on the other side. Here comes a fresh Panzer IV though. Where's this KV-1 going? He's really looking for that Tiger, it feels like. Tiger cruising on through the center. Stormpost trying to chase it down. Here comes the Raketin. 33 points left for numbers. Going in from this side with the KV-1's gone for an SU-85, able to recruit 2 of the anti-tank guns. Everyone's armor holding up though. Gonna try spin around and do some damage with this. This is very risky. Panzer IV coming in from the other side, reveals himself though, driving so close to the flag. Everyone takes a main gun crit though. Very good fortune for numbers. It's just a pin, one more shot. No, the Raketin denies the opportunity. Oh boy, bad RNG there for numbers. There's quite a few missed shots on that KV-1. They were on the move, but pretty big target size on that. Ends up losing his Raketin as well. Okay. P4 trying to do some tricky stuff. Coming off to the side. Tiger mobilizing. Not quite full health, but so long VPs he can't afford to wait. Tiger coming off to the side. He's ready 5 having trouble dodging around. T-gun looking to set up here for O. Oh boy, just keeps missing, even so close range. There we go. And the Ogres clear off the AT gun. Tiger going diving, looking for that KV-1. Still looks like it's one-shottable. Oh boy. Rakit doesn't get a shot through. They're on prioritized vehicles, so the turret a little bit wayward here on the Tiger.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Hands of 4 setting up shop. Numbers needs to be producing some more units. Oh no, it looks like O managed to save enough for the planes. Want those in now. It's going to relieve a lot of pressure here.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
But yeah, Numbers, if you could get
Sector has been cut off.
control of a couple of these anti-tankers, did he just destroy all of them? What happened to these seconds this? Maybe he just killed them all. He should have been trying to pick one of them up though. Second KV-1 now for O. Getting about the SU-85. Oh, also with quite a lot of resources in reserve. Probably go for another combat engineer, maybe another squad of guards. They're always nice in these late game scenarios since you don't have to build them, just call them in. Doesn't have enough munitions for the DPs though. Or the button. Now a squad of Sturmpos for Numbers, alright. A lot of repairs on these tanks. Real shame that he didn't knock out that Vet 3 KV-1. If he did, I think Numbers would be in a very strong position right now. Still is draining out the points very fast. Oh, might even tick under 100 before he can do anything about this. Machine gun getting involved as well, but be careful, that could very easily just get decrewed by one volley of shots from a squad before it gets the suppression going. Button active on the Tiger. Able to hold on to the central VP though with that. Oh, and pick off the guards. Max range there as well. Highly vetted. He's got that extra little bit of range. Thanks to the Vet 2 bonus, I believe it is. Extra 5 range. There's a 4 coming out to the side. Chusha driving in real close. Looks like it's going to clear off this machine gun. Combat engineers could also fall here though, in front of the Panzer IV. Panzer IV very slow dodging away from the Raketin though. That's a lot of repairs again for Numbers. Oh, very slow. He's Vet 2 as well. The rate of fire in that Raketin. Very lucky break that missed for Numbers. Seems to be quite slow at reacting on the flanks or where he's not focusing. Whether it be rocket artillery strikes or now with this tank. Maybe not a tactical map user, I would guess.
We are down to 75 points.
What we're seeing there. Faust's going to come through here. Slow down that. Got the fresh SU-85 though for O. Tiger trying to drive behind the building. Hide from that. The Raketin for Numbers is dead though. Panzer IV could mobilize. He's coming in. Tiger backing away. P4 is going to get on the rear of the SU-85. Missing its shot again though. It's a real bad run with those Panzer IVs firing on the move. Everything's going to survive for the moment. Oh, very low on capping units at the moment, so he's been draining out these VPs very, very quickly because of that. Looks like Numbers going to pile on another vehicle. It's going to be another Panther. Try to answer back the armor of O. Capping in the center as well. Numbers 16 VPs left. It's going to go for the cap on the machine gun back there as well.
We must hold the enemy. We are down to our
Bringing in the
25
smoke
points.
slash recon plane. Usable angle on that. Tiger trading with the Su-85. Comes the Katyusha barrage onto the Obers, and it just knocks them out first barrage. It was very close range, but still, that was good fortune. Tiger also going down out the back there as well. There's a 4 over here though, looking to prevent the capture. Su-85 switching over.
G34 standing by.
Here comes the Panther. Oh, the stern pyros go down. Panzer IV in some trouble. Can't quite get the kill here.
We have lost the machine gun.
There it goes. P4 trading with the Su-85. Panther wrapping around. Combat engineers secure that. Oh, here comes another T-34. Panther's got his rear armor exposed there as well. Su-85 spins around. Down goes the Panther. Blocking the planes over here, trying to prevent the stern pyros from capping. I think we just have to wait for the clock to wind down. Numbers just has nothing left.
The enemy is about to
10
defeat
points
us.
left. Conscripts uraring over to the far VP. Double tanks over here, jamming the capture. 8 points left. The kitten comes in to jam the cap as well. There we go, Numbers fighting to the last second.
One of our AT guns has been
Really, he just has
neutralized.
no hope. And there we go. So it ended up being a real nail biter. Relatively even early game. I think O got the best of like the immediate engagements, maybe for the first 4 minutes, but then Numbers fighting back strongly, maybe till around the 7-minute mark. And overall, the light vehicle phase pretty even between the two as well. But yeah, I think it was the Katyusha getting the wipes, making the big difference. Numbers really losing all of his infantry. Maybe a little bit slack on the dodges a couple times, maybe a bit careless on his units on the flanks as well. Seemed to lose quite a few of those. Maybe, some slight build hiccups for O, but overall pretty solid stuff. Able to close this one out in the face of that Tiger, which was getting some pretty strong hits. And overall numbers, getting some pretty good attacks going as well. Making good use of the smoke, the artillery on the Panzer Commander while making his attacks. If he just hung around, maybe knocked out the decrewed weapons, switched his targeting up slightly, definitely was in the running to win this game. Just needed to do a tiny bit more damage. This was so close on the VPs. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.